He's the man, he's the myth, he's the legend, he's the scientist with all the answers and all the questions. It's time for another episode of Alex's Science Corner.
You know, I thought we were going to escape having the little yippy dog here, but that's the worst part of editing the videos, is listening to that part right there.
Just like having Bobby here. So, Alex, what's going on in the wide, wide world of science, my friend?
So, first story is researchers have been able to film DNA replication. And what that is they're able to get video of DNA strands growing. DNA, when it replicates or when it separates, part of it, DNA is a double helix, which means it's two layers like a ribbon, twisted ribbon. And for it to grow and separate, it's some enzymes cut it in half and the two ends separate out, and then other enzymes start taking various molecules and building them on to the two ends. Well, these researchers were able to film that process of the DNA being separated and grown, which on its own is a major advancement. But one of the things they've learned is that there's an expectation that when the DNA strands would separate, as soon as it separate, the two ends of the strands that it separated out would get the new molecules and would start building up immediately. Well, what they found with the video is that the strands could take a while before they start to build up, and then they can build up very suddenly.
So, with this new information, how close are we to Jurassic Park?
Yeah, we're not.
No.
We're not.
Hold on.
No, sorry.
They failed to learn their lesson each movie.
Yes. And yet somebody
Don't-
still keeps
don't-
on giving them liability insurance.
Don't F with dinosaurs, man.
You'd think some insurance company would say, look, you know, we've lost so much money trying to insure this place. We're
No,
not gonna
Jeff
do it anymore."
Goldblum. We're not gonna.
We're not
gonna let you open
insure.
that park.
Yeah. Or you can open the park, but we're not helping you cover the when they escape. All right. So next story is about a couple of there's researchers have been going in, and you may remember stories from last year, and I know I've talked about them, about a possible Planet 9, this strange orbit system that possibly explains why the sun has a tilt to it, and why certain planets have, or certain rocks out in the Kuiper Belt have unusual orbits. Certain researchers came up with the theory that there may be a ninth planet about Neptune-sized that is changing these orbits out there. Well, some new research is showing that there probably isn't a planet out there of that size. What these guys did, and this is part of the Outer Solar System Origin Survey, they've been looking at these, trying to spot as many rocks in the Kuiper Belt as possible. And what they find is that a lot of rocks that in theory should be affected by the so-called Planet 9 are not affected by the Planet 9. So although there's some weird things that may indicate there's a Planet 9, there's also a lot of stuff that indicates there's no Planet 9. So right now the tilt is starting to go away from a Planet 9 until they get more information.
Now, it could be just be aliens moving the planets.
You know, you keep on saying that. I suspect you have an inside view on that.
Yeah, you know, aliens are real. I've been up in the alien shit.
It does explain so much about our conversations there, Darnell. I can't begin to describe how much that describes. Oh, really? That's fantastic.
Just throwing it out there.
Number nine, number nine, number nine, number nine.
Well, that was enough of that, too.
Number nine.
So,
Number nine.
The
No number 9.
astronomers have also announced that they
wait.
have.
I think the FCC just called. Go ahead, Alex.
The astronomers are getting new data from Kepler, which is adding an additional 219 exoplanet candidates to the list. So now they've got about 23 to 2,400 planets, exoplanets that have been found so far. And one of the things that's been coming up with the number of planets they've been finding is there's some interesting size discrepancies about the kinds of planets they're finding. For example, they are finding a lot of rocky worlds that are about 1.5 to 2.5 times the size of Earth, but not a lot of planets that are the size of Earth, and there's not a lot of planets that are larger than that until they get into Neptune-sized planets. And Neptune-sized planets are the most common types of planets. So there's this bump of worlds that are larger than Earth for a little bit, and then they drop down to almost having no planets larger than that until you get to Neptune-sized planets. And then the majority of planets that they're finding are Neptune-sized planets.
Really?
Yes.
So what planet did the Transformers come from?
You know what? I'm not familiar. It was just not the right reference for Transformers.
Yeah, you're right. I just
That was what was available.
that's what was there. I didn't know Darnell was going with the Transformers.
You see, for the people who are listening to this on the video, we don't edit the audio in afterwards. This is it.
All right. If you have any questions about these science stories or anything else science related, you can give Alex a call right now at 203
837
99.
24.